Hello, welcome once again to another episode of Tips and Tricks Tuesdays with Liz. Today I wanted to talk about capping your nails. This is a technique that we use when we are using our lacquers or gels. It's really important to do this when you use the lacquers and gels because it helps really prevent chipping at the tips of your nails. So I've already done the basic cuticle care, I've prepped my nails, I've also already put on my base coat, my True Shine base coat. Now I am getting ready to use Stormy Skies. It's one of my favorites, it's really pretty. I'm also going to be using Beta. And then because I'm feeling a little sassy and feisty right now, I'm going to top them with tutus and tiaras for a little bit of sparkle and color. Random tip that has nothing to do with capping, but everything to do with gels and lacquers is gels do a lot better when the colors are kept warm. So a nice trick to do while you are putting on your base coat is to make sure that your color coats are sitting someplace warm, whether that's perhaps in your cleavage or underneath a leg. Mine are sitting in front of a space heater right now. Just someplace to get them a little bit warmed up so the color distributes more evenly. And then you always want to roll gels and lacquers. We never shake our gels and lacquers. Never. So, capping your nails. This is a technique that's going to, you're going to start with, you're going to use your brush and you're kind of start this way at the tip and then you'll paint on the color. And then on the tip, and paint your color. It helps make sure that you really get color all the way up to the edges of your nails. You can see my nails are pretty short right now. I didn't have any gel or wraps on this week, so a lot of them, most of them, many of them broke off, which is very sad, but c'est la vie. We make the best of it, which is why I'm doing gels right now, because I also managed to rip my thumbnail off really low, and there's no way that I am filing that. So gels it is. So I've already rolled my Stormy Skies, and like I said, I've already got my base coat on. Do the tornado technique. Remember with gels, it's really important to do thin coats. So now I am just going to kind of push the color onto the tips of my nails. And then do the rest of the nail. And the Stormy Skies goes on very, very light. It takes a few coats, so you may not even be able to see this first coat on the camera. Probably should have started with the Beta. I'm going to skip that one because I'm going to do that as an accent nail. So I'm going to push, pushing the color, pushing, and then painting like normal. I've already made a mess on my other hand. Do a quick cleanup. So I'm going to push the color. And I like this technique because even though my nails are really short right now, it's still going to work for them. And it helps me get really complete coverage regardless of them being short. I think I'm going to do Beta on my thumb as well, so let me switch colors here. So again, we roll our colors, we don't shake them. So here's Beta. It's a gorgeous one if you've never seen it. Do the swirl, and again, really thin coats. I'm going to push the color. Push. That was a really short nail, so I'm being super careful. Holy moly, I've made a mess right there. Hold on. Just going to use, this is why it's important to really swirl your colors to get all that excess color off. I'm not used to doing it from this angle, so that's throwing things off. I am really making a mess over here. Really making a mess. I might end up editing this part from the video, because I am really making a mess here. But, oh well, life happens, right? The nice thing about the gels is that as long as you get it off of your skin before you set it, you're really pretty set. You're good to go. And this is a benefit of making sure your cuticles are taken care of, because it comes off pretty easily. Alright, let's try that one again, shall we? So I'm going to swirl really well. And so push, and then color. That was just a disastrous nail right there. But, hey, we're all human, right? So again, I'm just gonna... There. See? Not too shabby for a pretty messy nail. And then let me get my thumb done on this finger, or on this hand. This beta's really nice and thin. So I'm gonna push. And I'm gonna drip apparently some more. I'm not normally this messy. I think it's just the angle I'm doing this at. Now normally I wouldn't recommend going back that far on your finger because you want to avoid your cuticle. However, last night I did some really excellent cuticle care. Got my cuticles all pushed back, so I've gotten rid of all of my invisible cuticle right there. So I can push it all the way back. Okay, so after that disastrous attempt at showing you how to cap your nails, we're gonna go ahead and set this with the special Jamberry light. And ours uses LED lights. Our gels are specially formulated to work with LEDs, which means you can't use them with most other gel sets. They're really formulated to work together. And it's about 45 seconds. Very long 45 seconds when the camera's running. And you can see, I mean, they obviously don't look any different yet. That one obviously needs touched up, but I will get to it. But yeah, that's how you cap your nails. So again, to recap, without using a messy brush, you just push, push, push that color out to the tip of your nail so it almost kind of goes over the edges a little bit, and then you spread it over the rest of your nail. Again, this is just going to give you a nice extra layer of protection right at the tips of your nails that are so incredibly prone to chipping. So, if you have any questions, as ever, don't hesitate to hit me up. Thanks. Have a good one.